Do you ever experience pain, numbness, and tingling, or muscle weakness in your forearm, wrist, or hand? Do you drop things frequently, or have difficulty handling small objects? If so, what you're about to hear and see in the next few minutes of this video could change your life. You're going to hear about the most common cause of the type of symptoms you're having, something known as carpal tunnel syndrome, and how many people are successfully alleviating their pain and discomfort from this condition naturally and quickly, and how you can easily follow in their footsteps. Most importantly, in the next few minutes, you'll discover the truth about what you can do to get and stay pain-free. At the end of this video, you'll even get the opportunity to experience the pain-relieving results yourself with a complimentary carpal tunnel pain relief consultation. First of all, let's talk for a moment about what exactly carpal tunnel syndrome is and how exactly it creates those often uncomfortable and painful feelings in your arm, wrist, or hand. Well, first, it's important for you to know that everybody has a major nerve in their body called the median nerve. The median nerve travels down your arm and enters the hand through what is called the carpal tunnel, which is located in the middle of the wrist. When you suffer from carpal tunnel syndrome, the pressure within the carpal tunnel increases. This increase in pressure within the carpal tunnel results in the irritation of the median nerve, which then causes those common symptoms of tingling, numbness, radiating pain, and weakness in the forearm, wrist, and/or hand. And while these symptoms aren't life-threatening, they can certainly become very difficult to live with, especially if not properly cared for, and they worsen over time. As a matter of fact, for many people, carpal tunnel syndrome can completely change the way they live their lives. For these individuals who may not have taken the proper action to treat their carpal tunnel syndrome, it can often be hard to enjoy the activities they used to, with even everyday tasks being painful and difficult. In some cases, carpal tunnel syndrome can even become extremely debilitating for some people. Because of that, one of the issues with carpal tunnel syndrome that is quite frustrating is that no one really knows what exactly brings it on or causes it. While people engaged in repetitive motion activities, such as typing, sometimes do get carpal tunnel syndrome. When all is said and done, the link between office jobs that require extensive typing or mouse work and carpal tunnel syndrome remains unclear at best. Other so-called common risk factors for carpal tunnel syndrome can include things like stress, pregnancy, certain chemical or hormonal disorders like diabetes and hypothyroidism, wrist fractures, rheumatoid arthritis, and just about any other cause of wrist inflammation or trauma. Because the true underlying cause of carpal tunnel syndrome is sometimes very difficult to discover in any particular individual, many medical or health professionals are often left treating the symptoms. This means that things such as over-the-counter anti-inflammatories and even prescription anti-inflammatories and painkillers can often be the common treatment options for carpal tunnel syndrome. While this approach can often remove some or even most of the pain, most of these types of drugs don't actually fix or alleviate the underlying cause of the disorder and its symptoms, so it really just becomes a temporary Band-Aid. This is why many victims of carpal tunnel syndrome turn to various steroid injections in hopes of permanently alleviating their condition. Unfortunately, these types of shots can oftentimes be quite painful and even have some pretty nasty side effects themselves. This is probably why some people with carpal tunnel syndrome actually elect for surgery instead of drugs or injections in hopes of permanently ridding themselves of their condition. The problem with this approach is that there's no guarantee that the surgery will completely alleviate their pain and discomfort, particularly in people who have experienced long-term pressure on the median nerve. Not to mention, surgery should never be taken lightly and should really always be the final choice of treatment after all other options have been explored. Now, I know what you may be thinking. If you don't choose any of the common options for treating your carpal tunnel syndrome, is there something else you can do to potentially get pain-free again? Well, the answer to that, I'm excited to say, is Yes, there is. In fact, there's a time-tested and proven safe and natural way to help in the control of your symptoms of carpal tunnel syndrome. And best of all, to experience the pain-relieving benefits of this method, you don't have to take drugs, get painful injections, or undergo any type of surgery. None of that. Believe it or not, research has found that spinal manipulation combined with corrected posture offers amazing relief from the pain and symptoms associated with carpal tunnel syndrome. That's exactly why thousands of people with carpal tunnel syndrome are regularly choosing to experience the safe, effective benefits of chiropractic care as a method of treatment. In fact, let's look at the pain-relieving results from chiropractic care in a recent medical study. One study included 25 subjects, all of whom suffered from carpal tunnel syndrome. The purpose of the study was to determine whether chiropractic adjustments contributed to the reduction of the symptoms associated with carpal tunnel syndrome, including numbness, tingling, and pain. The results were nothing short of astounding. All 25 subjects, that's right, all 25, claimed marked improvement in strength, flexibility, and pain level. Best of all, the wonderful effects of chiropractic care were enjoyed by these patients for at least 6 weeks. So what is it about spinal manipulation and chiropractic care that allows it to have such a positive effect on carpal tunnel syndrome? Well, let me explain. Chiropractic care works by restoring proper alignment to your spine. When your spine is properly aligned, it promotes proper communication between your nervous system, brain, and the remaining parts of your body. When communication between your nervous system, brain, and body is flowing properly, your body is said to be in a state of optimal health. When it's not, your body is not in the optimal state of health. When the body and nervous system are properly communicating and your body is in a state of optimal health, it's in the best shape possible to reduce inflammation, potentially heal itself, and fight the symptoms of carpal tunnel syndrome. It's important to understand that this is how you enable your body to use its inherent healing abilities. And this is why chiropractic care is considered by many to be the only treatment option when suffering with carpal tunnel syndrome that truly focuses on eliminating the root cause of your pain and discomfort. And again, because there's no drugs, injections, or surgery involved with chiropractic care, it's a pain-free, side-effect-free, wellness-based process. So, if you're like most people who now understand what makes chiropractic care for carpal tunnel syndrome so exciting, you're probably wondering what you can expect from a chiropractic visit in our office that's focused on the relief of your carpal tunnel syndrome and symptoms. Well, we'll begin by giving you a thorough and comfortable examination. This means that in addition to asking many important questions, we'll review your medical history and evaluate any prior tests done in connection with your carpal tunnel syndrome. Then, we'll create an effective treatment plan designed to relieve the symptoms and cause of your carpal tunnel syndrome and get you started on the road to pain-free living. There won't be any drugs. There won't be any injections, any surgery, or any other crazy treatments. We'll simply get you started on a natural chiropractic care plan designed to get you pain-free again in the shortest period of time possible. And just imagine that for 1 second, living your life again without the pain, numbness, tingling, and weakness that maybe sometimes stops you from doing the things you love to do. Imagine living the life you used to before everyday activities became uncomfortable, and just imagine being able to say a final goodbye to your nagging carpal tunnel syndrome. Well, if you're tired of living in pain and haven't gotten relief from other treatment methods, the exciting news is that you do have another option: chiropractic care in our office. It's safe, it's natural, and best of all, it's proven to help your body alleviate the symptoms and cause of carpal tunnel syndrome with no unpleasant side effects. If that sounds like something you'd like to experience, Here's all you need to do right now. Simply take 30 seconds to fill out the form below and claim your complimentary no-obligation carpal tunnel relief consultation certificate. Enter your name, address, telephone number, and email address, and you'll instantly receive your complimentary no-obligation carpal tunnel relief consultation certificate on the very next web page. When you use your certificate in our office, you can feel good knowing that you won't be pressured to buy a thing or spend any money. And there's no cost to use this certificate. You'll simply get to spend time one-on-one with our carpal tunnel relief expert and find out how quickly chiropractic care in our office can relieve your pain and discomfort. So, if you're ready to say goodbye forever to your carpal tunnel syndrome and you'd like to find out how chiropractic care in our office can work for you, take 30 seconds right now to fill out the form below. Go ahead, fill out the form right now.